Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 39 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where last episode we started working with fluid extractors, and we found them to be a little slow. They're a little bit slow. And you know what's weird, is I noticed we were definitely getting 1 millibucket per tick of latex here. What's strange is I did go back and look at the video, and we were, in fact, getting 2 when I first tried this. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So, in fact, its face is away from you, right? I believe. So if I do that, right? Yeah, see? We're getting 2. Weird. I think there's something funky. So having it do, and are you still getting 1? You are still getting 1. Huh. Huh. I wonder if that's a bug. I might have just found a bug. And now you're getting 2? Yeah, see? He's getting 2. Okay. 4, yes. That seems about right. And then that's going to be a tricky one to place, but I should be able to pull it off. Maybe. With shrink. With my POW shrink. Fluid extractor. Now you're getting 2 as well? I think that's what's happening. Yes. So I don't know what the deal is with that. That might be... I might have just found an interesting little bug. I wonder if it's because I broke... I would imagine the design is such that you're intended to break the oak wood logs. But that tells me I want the destruction thing back, right? I think so. So maybe I don't need you anymore. Maybe what I'll do is... It's going to be tricky to wire that in, though. So I think I could probably pull it off. How can I get that in there? That's actually going to be really tricky to get in. How do I wire it? You know what I could do? I have a plan. It might be a little bit messy, but we'll see. So I want to clean this up. And then I've also made, between episodes, the dissolution chamber thing so that we can get that cooking. Because I want to check that thing out and see how it works. But for now, what I'll do is we will do a mechanical pipe here. And, or maybe we'll do it here and here. Right, what if we did it here and here? Right, I like that plan a little bit better. And then I can get my destructor back in here. And we'll see what happens when this guy... So I want you to whitelist. Stripped oak logs. So what are you doing now, latex? 1 at a time again. Huh. He went back to 1. So I wonder if breaking the block in that block space yields that to happen. And then we break and replace you and you go back to making 2 at a time. That might be a bug. I feel like that might be a bug, right? So now if I made you... If I broke this by hand... Still making 2. Alright, now I have no idea what's happening. Someone? Anyone? Okay. Yeah, you're still doing 2. You're still doing 2. And you're still... I have no idea. I just have no idea. I have nothing. I have nothing. It's alright. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So anyway, you're mechanical pipe. You are mechanical pipes. So let's get you guys cooking back up here. Does that look cool? Right? And then let's shrink ourselves again, because I feel like I would just want to be shrunk. And now we're cooking. Hooray! So that kind of-ish works. And what I think I'm going to do is just move this forward just 1. I really expected you to magnet up into my inventory, and nope. Where'd you go? Where indeed? There it is. I just want that moving forward one. So that it's more, you know, maybe I could just put it like right here. How's that sound? Cool? And then if I wanted to, I could wall this whole thing up. Or put it behind glass, or something. Right? We'll see. We'll see. I have to figure out like how I want to lay out my basement. You know me, I'm just not that good at that. Anyway, we've got 1,000 buckets of that, so that's cool. You're slowly but surely, this is just really slow. I mean, granted, I'm splitting my latex in half, but even still, it's very slow. It's very slow. But at least we're making 2 millibuckets on each of these again, so that's kind of cool. Like, this has been running for a while, and we barely have 2 more plastic remaining. But let's check out that chemical disillusionment dude. Does that sound like a fair, like not a bad idea? So, disillusionment chamber. Let's, you're probably going to want to be auto-crafted with, right? At some point, maybe we'll want to be auto-crafting with you. But for now, what I think I'm going to do is just pop you down. And we'll get some universal cable, because I assume you need power, right? That's not a power optional block, I would assume. And you're ready to roll. So let's see. So if we wanted to, there's a lot of machines that we can make with this, but I think one of the more important ones is probably going to be your simple machine frame. Now that needs latex. So that tells me that something we're going to want to do here is, you know what we should do? Most of these things need latex, right? But there's a few that don't. So how about in the future we'll have 2 disillusionment chambers, right? And then we'll, yeah, I like this idea. So what I'm going to do is pop you here, buddy. Okay. And then, you know what I'll do is I'll actually move you. We're going to put you here. Okay, Mr. Disillusion Chamber. And then we'll put the basic fluid tank on top. And then we'll put the mechanical pipe here. Cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set you... Can't you auto output to the bottom? Can you not do that, Mr. Tank? I thought that was the whole point of you. I thought that was the point of you. Is that you can output to the bottom. How about the other tank? Huh. I thought you could... I thought you had like sidedness, kind of like these dudes do. Huh. That is funny. All right, what are my other tank options then if we're not going to use these? Shift N. Also doubles as a bucket. Well, that's cool. That's cool. What if I did like... Oh, hello. There we go. There we go. Now he's cooking. All right, so shift click with a configurator, and it looks like he'll drain out the bottom. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. All right, cool. So now it would behoove me to make a crafter, maybe? That sound fun? What if we throw a crafter down here? I'm going to make it a... I don't know how many we're going to need. So let's start with an iron crafter, and then we'll go from there. If we have to upgrade him, we'll upgrade him. Fair? I mean, not that making a gold crafter would be the end of the world, but still. Man, you ready for this dire wire? Oh, it's going to get bad. Oh, it's going to get bad. Oh, it's getting bad, all right. All right. So let's see how good he is at doing things, right? So we're going to check out foregoing. We're going to say, hey, make this, not the advanced one. We want the simple one. So that's going to be all that stuff, right? Let's make sure it's got these in here. Now, do you know how to make gold gears? You do. Good. Do you know how to make nether bricks? You do not. So I should teach you that recipe? Because you're just straight up smelting, right? And then you're going to go there. And if I requested one of you... Missing raw plastic. I thought I'd changed you to be not raw plastic, but... Oh, you know what? Hold on. That's right. You can't It's an interesting nuance, but you can't say ignore, yeah. Just make sure. Interesting. Okay, so you're gonna go there. And let's see how well he behaves, because I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not. But we're gonna find out. Oh, right. Oh, you have fluid crafting, don't you? That's right. We should look at that real quick. So I forgot, refined storage handles fluid crafting. So in here, we can go into... How do we tell that? Where's the fluid component of this? Because you are picking up on the fact that you need 0.25 buckets of latex. Where's the fluid aspect of this thing? Fluids, there they are. So I can remove that. And then that's cleared, and that's cool. Yes. So remember, refined storage can have fluids in it. So what we could do, I forgot that's a thing, but maybe instead we'll have like a fluid hook up to this tank, and rather than have the fluids be there already, we could have it insert the fluids as needed. That would be kind of cool. I should actually consider doing that. I guess the question is, can I get the latex out of here? Probably not. I have to assume I can't. Which would be a bummer. Well, we could try, right? What if we did this? Can drain from item. Right click to drain from item. I'm right clicking. Well, it was worth a try. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let him fill back up. Why does he have 400 mil buckets in there already? I have no idea. I got nothing. We'll figure it out. What we'll probably do is use up a lot of this latex, and then we'll switch over to a system like that. Does that sound fair? I think that sounds fair. So you're no longer auto-draining in. So for now, we'll just do this as the recipe, but we'll figure it out from there. Worst case, I mean, I could just break this machine, but like, as slow as this is going, I don't know that's what I want to do. I'm not sure that that's what I want to do, per se. Alright, so let's try this out. Will this work? Simple machine casing. Start, go. Oh, hey, it did work. Nice. Nice. Okay, cool. And then what I could have is an importer ready to pull that in, right? Oh, dire. Oh, dire wire. Oh, dire wire indeed. So now we've got the simple machine casing? Sweet. All right, so that's how the distillation change. Pretty simple and straightforward, right? Not a really complex product at all. But what I like about it, and this is actually really important, is it does do a pretty good job of accepting items from the side. A lot of machines might have put like the 2 netherrack bricks in this slot and not evenly distributed them properly for automation systems. So that's cool, right? That's really cool, and I like that. All right, cool. So dissolution chamber working, right? What's interesting is the foregoing manual is not doing a good job of recognizing when I craft things. Oh, 60 out of 60 unlocked. Oh, so it's just fully unlocked. All right, that's fair. That's fair. So there's your fluid processing system, right? Dissolution chamber taken care of. So there's agriculture stuff. There's generators we can make, right? There's item transport by way of conveyors. There's resource production. One of the things I definitely want to look at is mechanical dirt, because I think this is like cursed earth from extra utilities. In fact, I'm recognizing quite a few extra utilities things in here. For example, if we look at Foregoing, we will see that there's a furnace generator, a slime generator, a culinary generator, a potion generator, a disenchantment generator, ender generator, explosive generator, frosty generator, halitosis generator. Anybody recognizing these? There's also cursed earth. So I appreciate that, because I don't know that we're going to see extra utilities get updated. So I kind of like that Foregoing is doing this. All right, so the next thing I want to work on from Foregoing here is I'd like to get some mechanical dirt so we could set up some kind of mob farm. I think that would be cool. I think this is cursed earth. It looks like it, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Now, the problem, however, is that it needs 1,000 millibuckets of liquid meat, which is like, you know, a decent amount of liquid meat. That's not a not amount. That's a decent amount of liquid meat. That's very much an amount that, you know, and things. Maybe I should use this latex real quick. Yeah, I think I should use this up. I'll make the 2 speed upgrades. That might be cool. Yeah, why don't I do that real fast? It just occurred to me that I could clear out most of this liquid meat by making speed upgrades from Foregoing. Right? So a tier 2 also needs 1,000 millibuckets. Yeah, let me get a couple gold, glass panes, redstone, and sugar. Redstone, glass panes, sugar, gear. Do I want to make 2 tier 1 speed upgrades, or do I want to make a tier 2 speed upgrade? That I don't super know. Is there any details in the book as to how much these speed it up? I don't see them being in the book yet. So there's definitely some work in progress going on here, by the way. For example, the mob duplicator's not here, which is a bummer, because I was thinking about doing wither skeletons with that. That's not here, so we're going to have to find another way to do wither skeletons. We do have Woot in the pack, though, so that might be worth investigating, right? But I'm not seeing anything in here about the speed upgrades. Although there is an add-ons chapter, isn't there? What's that got? Add-ons. Range, speed, tier 1 plus 1. Increase how much progress bar advances every tick. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, efficiency. Decreases the amount of ticks needed to complete an operation. Oh. Well, that's cool. So this would be +2. So that would be 3 times faster? This would be twice as fast. This would be 3 times faster. Right? Okay. Interesting. This is 10%, and that's 20%. All right. Neat. So there's quite a few add-ons, besides the range ones that we're used to. So there's efficiency and speed. Though, in fairness... Okay, and then range, yes. Okay, so efficiency and speed, both of them are useful, actually. Neat. What's efficiency look like? Don't tell me that's another 1,000 millibuckets of late day. It's another 1,000 mil. Okay, fair. So I guess what I'll do is just this, this, and this. Yeah. And that's cool. And that'll make a speed upgrade. So I don't think I'm wrong about this. I hope I'm not, because I would be really foolish if I was. But I think it's accurate to say then that 2 gold upgrades in 2 different machines is the same as putting a gold and a diamond in the extractors. Right? I think that would be smart. Okay, so let's actually move you a little bit to, say, here. And then we're going to make it so that extra utilities, or refined storage, can access that dude. And let's get our speed upgrades here. That should be cool. And I'll throw one in you. That's definitely faster. Now, do you... Okay, yeah, you can't have more than one. Nice. All right, so that's at least a little bit quicker, right? All right, that's cool. And then what we want is an external storage here, which at this point I should probably teach external storage how to be made, but meh, whatever. Come on, Chief, let's go. Are you not working here or what? I wonder if I'm low on slime. Oh, I'm low on quartz. Well, that's a thing. I need more quartz and I need more slime. All right, let me go get some quartz in the nether. We'll be right back. All right, external storage, ready to roll. So I'm gonna stick you right here. And we're gonna set you to item type fluids. Aha, cool. So now we have access to this in the system. Sweet. So let me just go set this back up the correct way now. So if I put you back in here, but we look up this recipe and do this, and we do that, now it should say 0.25 buckets of latex, right? So what I'm gonna do now, right, check this out. Not that. That was not what I meant to do. That's what I get from mining and then not fixing my mining. That was not. So now you guys at least know that I was actually mining in the nether. I was actually mining in the nether. Mechanical pipe. Where did you go? Are you from something? No, I think you're fine. Okay. So you've got no fluid in here now. So now if I ask for a simple machine, right? Notice there's 30, 60 something-ish, right? So if I come in here, simple machine, request it, right? Oh, wow. Oh, it uses 250 latex. Okay, yeah, so that worked, right? See? 250 latex went in there. Awesome, huh? Refined storage, 10 out of 10 on fluid handling, let me tell you. How cool is that? Nice. All right, so now that we've got that covered, we now will be able to make liquid meat, crafting mechanical dirt automated in a little bit. However, in order to do that, we're going to have to do a few other things, right? So let's do those other things. So a mob crusher is one thing, but what we want actually is a mob slaughter factory. So there's two mob machines in Industrial Foregoing, right? There's the mob crusher, which will kill mobs as if a player would, producing drops and essence. Previous versions, essence was used to spawn mobs, but that's not implemented, it looks like. Drops are directly created from the mob loot pool. This machine has an alternate mode where instead of generating essence, it will generate drops with random levels of fortune. That's kind of cool. So that's a thing. Okay. The other option here, mob from Industrial Foregoing, is the mob slaughter factory. Now this will kill mobs and turn them into liquid meat and pink slime. The animals killed by this machine will not produce drops or experience. Passive mobs produce more pink slime than non-passive ones. So that's cool. So mob slaughter factory and mob crusher are your two things. Now, I don't know if Cursed Earth will override what's happening with this dude, right? If my astral stuff is going to be negating the Cursed Earth blocks. I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping that the Cursed Earth will still work. How am I flying? I turned off my jetpack. Okay, that was a thing for a second. I'm like, how am I flying? My jetpack is off. Okay. Fun times. So what we want to do is set up a mob slaughter factory. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is set up an auto feeding and killing of mobs thing over here. So let's do that. So for that, what we're going to want is to check out the husbandry section of the chapter here. Agriculture and husbandry. So animal rancher will shear sheep and milk cows. No, that's not what we want. What we want is an animal feeder, right? So we definitely want a feeder. And we're also going to want the mob slaughter factory. And the animal baby separator, a machine used to baby animals from adult, separate, I assume is supposed to be there. Baby animals will be teleported to the back of the machine. So what I'm going to do is set that up. However, because we're starting to like expand our footprint here and spread out, I think another thing we might want to get into today, just to kind of get started, is flux networks. Would that be maybe cool? Flux networks might be a thing that we want to get going. And I'll tell you why. Maybe I want like 8 million storage. I don't know. We'll see if I want it. I'll tell you why I want to get into flux networks. Because I'm about to start, needing RF way over here. So rather than running cables all the way from over here to over here, we'll use flux networks to teleport RF around our map and have RF power wherever we need it, basically, which sounds like a good plan to me. So let's do that. So to make all this stuff, generally we're going to need flux cores. We're going to need some Eyes of Ender. Not the end of the world, but obsidian we're going to need a decent amount of. And flux dust, which is made by combining putting redstone dust underneath a piece of obsidian above a piece of bedrock, and then left-clicking the obsidian and turning it into that. Now, alternatively, we can do the same with a flux block. But flux blocks require flux, right? So we have to do it with bedrock first, and then we can do it with the other stuff. So let's just get a quickie piece of obsidian here, right? And I might want to automate that, because I think that would be fun. But let's get a couple pieces of flux, and we're going to set up some automation around this stuff. So deep down into my mining caves I shall go, till we get towards bedrock, which ain't too far. I think there's some bedrock right here, generally, because I've been mining really close to it. Yep, there we go, that'll work, right? So basically, you put this here, you put some redstone under it, and then you left-click, and it turns the obsidian into cobble. Cool? Just make sure the thing there, and then boom, and then that's cool. Neat? And that's how you get your flux dust. Now, what I'm going to do is automate that probably next-ish episode. I think I should be able to automate that. We're going to want more obsidian, though, for sure. Ooh, Thermal Series Ice Charge and Lava Bucket. What else can we use to make obsidian? Anything spifroony-ish? Obsidian dust. Yeah, that's not really going to do much. Fluid Mixer from Pneumaticraft. Meh. Heat frame cooling. Bucket of lava. Yeah, could be. Huh, that's interesting. That's a weird recipe, right? It's a weird recipe. Oh, really? Magma blocks. That's kind of cool. You can wash magma blocks into obsidian. I mean, that's kind of cool. All right, what else we got here? For 100 millibuckets of lava and 100 millibuckets of water, we'll make obsidian. 10% chance, though. Oh, well, that's not cool. Containment chalice. I'm not familiar with that one. Starlight transformation can also do magma blocks. Pure daisies can do blaze mesh, which is just a bunch of blaze rods, which is definitely not worth it. Solidification chamber. Looks like it uses lava and cobblestone to make obsidian. Interesting. Blast chiller. A bucket of lava equals obsidian. Alkahestry tome. We should consider that one. That could be a cool way to go. And then the material stonework factory turns obsidian into obsidian. Say what now? Do what now? Material stonework factory? Obsidian into obsidian? It's a weird one, right? A little weird. Oh, a little weird. The alternative plan here would be to take what we've currently got by way of you, right? Because we really don't need this magmatic dynamo no more. Is that a fair assessment? I think that's a fair assessment, right? Like, this thing's really not doing anything for us these days. What if we moved him and automated it and made some obsidian maker thingy, right? That could be cool. Like, we just build like a little in-world automation dude. That could be cool. What do you think? I kind of like that idea. Like an in-world automation, like place lava source block next to water and, you know, Bob's your uncle. And we could have it like automatically break with something. That could be cool. We'll see. Let's start, though, with automating some of this stuff. So we've got flux dust. We want to automate that in the future. We will, just not today, because we're getting there. Now, do I have Eyes of Ender set up yet? I don't think so. So that would be you. How about Blaze? How am I for blazy thingies? We're definitely going to need more of that. More blaze powder. What's a good way to do this? Crushers can get 4x. You can get 3 with a 25% chance to get 3 more. You can do 4x. Pulverizer can do 3x, huh? Do we have pulverizer set up over here? We don't really, but I could. Yeah, why don't I get a crafter real quick? Because I'm missing a slime, that's why. Really need to get a cactus farm going. I told you guys to remind me, but you didn't. It's all your fault. And I guess while I'm here, importer as well. That seem fair? So your sidedness will now be back as blue, top is orange. And we'll import from the top, Mr. Pulverizer, and we will do that. Perfect. All right, cool. And then that'll get me the blaze dust I need. So like vanilla, it's 2x. Pulverizer, it's 3x with a chance at sulfur, which ain't bad. There's other ways, right, that you can get a little bit more, but this is the quickest and easiest setup, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do that, and that should be cool. Why you basalts powder me? Oh, that's cool. I should throw flint in there. I think that increases your chance of getting cool stuff. I could export bus you, I imagine, right? Okay. And then you're going to go in there, Mr. Pattern. Okay. And then that's you, right? So we got those two. So now I want to add you to the to-do list. We're definitely going to want... This guy will craft by hand. This guy will probably also craft by hand, but I definitely want you guys and you guys all to be automatable. Good times? So these flux networks are awesome. So I'm going to control click you. So we're missing... Oh, right. Really? Are we out of ender pearls? How could that be? I thought we had like a ton of ender pearls. Did I use them all? Did I use them all? I must have. I must have used all my ender pearls. I thought we got a ton of them from our experiences in that dungeon that we did. I say. Though in fairness, I definitely could have used them. See, this is why we need a mob farm. This is one of the reasons that we need a mob farm. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's wrap up the episode here. Between episodes, I'm going to get some ender pearls. And then what I'm going to do is come back next time. We will get a animal feeder and mob slaughter factory going. So we can start farming passive mobs. We'll automatically feed them, and then we will farm them for liquid meat so that we can create mechanical dirt. So we can set up a dark room with cursed earth, and then we will have a mob crusher killing the mobs, getting mob drops, and automate that whole setup. That sound like a plan? I hope so, because that's what we're doing. So for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.